Okay. Okay. Okay, thanks. Okay. So, yeah, seems like it's on. Sorry for the delay. I was unable to get online accordingly the time. Yeah, so today we're going to spend some time doing some prayers before we go through on the Lojong subject. One reason is today is the 30th of the Saka Dawa month in Tibetan calendar. So because of the 30th regarded beneficial day in the calendar. It's also relation to healing practice. Then it is also the conclusion of the Sagadawa meritorious month. So therefore, during the previous month, as Vesak events around the world, and this month, due to the Sagadawa in the Tibetan calendar or the Indian calendar, many Buddhist practitioners around the world, extensively engage in Dhamma practice, virtuous practice. So, so we can take opportunity to practice the rejoicement. By rejoicing, we can able to accumulate extensive merit together. And thirdly, today there's a sun eclipse, and in fact it falls right 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock, I think, Southeast Asia, like Singapore, Malaysia time. I think Nepal time is around 1 o'clock. Yeah, so Sydney time, I think around 5 o'clock. So that goes for about 2 hours. So during the sun eclipse, it regarded any virtues we accumulate, it multiplies 100 million times. Also, you can see the recommended practices and the benefit by Kyabje Lama Sopa Rinpoche, mention that. Then, Saka Dawa man itself is regarded also any merit we accumulate, it multiplies beyond hundreds of thousands. So it's also about 100 million thousands. Then when we rejoice, when we practice rejoicement, if we rejoice to our own accumulation of merit, the practice of rejoicement accumulate, double of that merit. If we rejoice to the other sentient beings, who are less, who are in observation of less precepts or equal precepts, whatever amount of they created the merit, we also accumulate the double of theirs. If we rejoice to Bodhisattva's merits, then the half of the merit of their merits. If we rejoice in Buddha's merits, then we accumulate, 1 of 10 of their merits. So therefore, today, fortunately, or in various circumstances, that it comes to a very powerful day, where we can practice our rejoicement, where we can do extensive dedication of prayers, so that in such a short moment of time, that we can able to achieve immense of meritorious deeds for ourselves, meritorious deeds that you can dedicate for others. So for that reason, I'm thinking to, lead in a short compassionate Buddha Chenrezig's meditation practice. Accordance with the Kyabje Lama Sopa Rinpoche's recommendation during the eclipse, Rinpoche recommended varieties of prayers and practices to conduct, and among them, one of the essential practices is to meditate on bodhicitta and emptiness. Meditate on bodhicitta and emptiness. So when we combine the Chenrezig practice here now, we can integrate the meditation on bodhicitta and emptiness just by engaging in the practice of compassionate Buddha itself. Is a development of compassion to the fully matured bodhicitta. Then when we dedicate the merit of that vast accumulation of practice, we dedicate in both altruism, the bodhicitta as well as the emptiness. So so as usual, we try to settle ourselves in the present moment. Then we take refuge in Buddha Dhamma Sangha, in particularly, actualizing the compassionate Buddha Chenrezig as the central figure for our refuge practice. So when I recite the refuge prayer and the Bodhicitta prayer, then after actualizing the refuge, I generate artistic intention to utilize this session to be most meaningful, in particularly this practice of compassionate Buddha to be most beneficial for numberless sentient beings. So in the Supreme Buddha, Dharma, and Assembly, I take refuge until attain enlightenment. Through the merit of practicing generosity and so on, may I attain Buddhahood in order to benefit sentient beings. In the Supreme Buddha, Dharma, and Assembly, I take refuge until attain enlightenment. Through the merit of practicing generosity and so on, may I attain Buddhahood in order to benefit sentient beings. In the Supreme Buddha, Dharma, and Assembly, I take refuge until attain enlightenment. Through the merit of practicing generosity and so on, may I attain Buddhahood in order to benefit sentient beings. So strengthen your, refresh your refuge, and as well as refresh your artistic motivation, according with this prayer. Okay, so then now you visualize Chenrezig. Those of you who have high Sukha Tantric initiation and as well as Chenrezig initiation, then you can do self-rising of the deity also. If not, simply do this visualization. On the crown of my head and those of others, the rest of the sentient beings, which pervading space, on the white lotus and moon, from syllable free appears the Avalokiteshvara, the compassionate Buddha. If you are familiar with the thousand arm, you can visualize thousand arm Chenrezig. If you are more familiar with the four-arm Chenrezig, you can also visualize that. So whatever Chenrezig, the images that are familiar to you, so you can arise that Chenrezig on top of your crown from the syllable free, which is arise from the cushion, the mundis, that which is on the 8-petal lotus. So not only on your crown, but also the crown of the rest of the numberless sentient beings. And also visualize an entire space in front of you, completely filled with compassionate Buddha Chenrezig. Like there's not even a one single space where you don't see Chenrezig, and you feel, the lively presence of the Chenrezig there. Okay, then now think that you and all the sentient beings are supplicating with one voice, like yourself as a chant master, then everyone, expressing this supplication together. You feel like entire the space in the universe is completely filled with this loud sound, melodious sound. Lord, white in color, unstained by faults, a perfect Buddha adorning your head. You look upon beings with the eyes of compassion. Avalokiteshvara, we prostrate to you. Lord, white in color, unstained by faults, a perfect Buddha adorning your head. You look upon beings with eyes of compassion. Avalokiteshvara, we prostrate to you. Lord, white in color, unstained by faults, a perfect Buddha adorning your head. You look upon beings with eyes of compassion. Avalokiteshvara, we prostrate to you. Visualize, physically, everyone, bow down to compassionate Buddha while expressing this supplication from our speech. Then your heart understand also the entire enlightened qualities, the major and the minor marks of the Buddha within Chenrezig. And Chenrezig is completely dedicated, his entirety of enlightened being solely for the benefit of numberless sentient beings, ultimate happiness or full enlightenment. Then we engage into the seven limb practice. Again, oneself and the rest of the numberless sentient beings lead by you, engaging in this extensive purification and meritorious practice in order to purify the samsaric suffering and its causes, including obscuration to nirvana and obscuration to omniscient, and accumulate abundance of causes, the merit of merit, merit of method, and merit of wisdom, to actualize the resultant, the true bodies of the compassionate Buddha within us. To noble Lord Avalokiteshvara and to all the Buddhas and their heirs of the 10 directions and 3 times, we prostrate with the lucid faith. We make offerings, those actual and those emanated by the mind, flowers, incense, light, perfume, food, music, and so on. Assembly of noble ones, please accept them. We confess all the negative actions we have committed from beginningless time until now, due to our mind being overpowered by the mental affliction. The 10 non-virtuous actions and the 5 acts of immediate consequences. We rejoice in the merit of whatever virtues has been accumulated by all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, solitary realizers, and rejoice in the merit committed by the ordinary beings through the 3 times, in accordance with the diverse capabilities and aspirations of sentient beings. We request you to turn the wheel of Dharma of the great lesser common vehicle, not passing into parinirvana until samsara is empty. Please look with compassion on sentient beings. Drawing in the oceans of suffering, may whatever merit we have accumulated become a cause of enlightenment. Without delay, may we become a glorious guide of the beings. So accordingly, take a moment to uh, do the sibling practice in your heart. Whatever the offering that you have arranged on your altar at home in the centers, and all the arranged offerings by the others in the universe, and including those visualized one, the entire universe, in the form of wish fulfilling jewel, offer to the compassionate Buddha Chenrezig and all the object of merit field. In the presence of compassionate Buddha, oneself and rest of the sentient being recognize any form of negative actions that committed through one's body, speech, and mind to be purified, recognized as a fault and to be purified. By the antidote of engaging in the meditation practice of compassionate Buddha, it brings about, absolute purification from our mental imprint. Inspired by compassionate Buddha, oneself and rest of the sentient being gain confidence to commit ourselves never to commit such negative karma, negative actions from this very moment onwards. Then rejoice in your own merits, the merit that you are just committing right now. Also, all the past virtues, meritorious deeds that if you can remember, try to recall that and feel happy about it. Or whatever meritorious conduct deeds that we are accumulated from beginningless lifetime, you acknowledge as a virtue, as something to be cultivated, and feel happy about it. And also, whatever the merit that you will accumulate in the future, also feel confident and be happy about it. And rejoice in the virtues and merit committed by millions of Buddhist practitioners during the Saka Dawa month, and as well as the Vesak month, the previous month, accumulated infinite virtues, Dharma practices. Feel happy about them. Also rejoice of those merit committed by retreaters, meditators, individual sanghas, sangha communities. And also rejoice in the merit that are accumulated by our gurus, the merit accumulated by numberless bodhisattvas, arahats. Then rejoice in the merit accumulated by 10 generation Buddhas from the past, present. And Then make a supplication, all the Buddhas and their blessings to always remain within each and every single sentient being as a guide, as a protection, as a path. Requires all the bodhisattvas and the gurus, virtuous friends to remain as an inspiration, as a guide, as a path until oneself and the rest of the sentient beings actualize state of Buddhahood. And never to depart into parinirvana. Then make a supplication request, all the gurus, virtuous friends, and Buddhas, bodhisattvas to always turn the wheel of Dharma. Through extensive revealing of the teachings, and as well as inspiring us through their own realizations and practices, until each and every single sentient beings attain a state of full enlightenment. Then also make dedication, whatever that merit accumulated by oneself, by others, may be complete cause for oneself, one's family members, and rest of the numberless sentient beings, from temporary happiness up to the ultimate happiness of full enlightenment. So keeping that in heart, then we recite. So please, reflect in meaning. I will read the supplication prayer here again. We supplicate you, Guru Avalokiteshvara. We supplicate you, Yidam Avalokiteshvara. We supplicate you, Supreme Noble Avalokiteshvara. We supplicate you, Lord of the Refuge Avalokiteshvara. We supplicate you, loving protector Avalokiteshvara. Hold us in your compassion, compassionate, victorious one. For being who have wandered through countless eons in the endless samsara and experienced unbearable sufferings, there is no other refuge but you, Lord, great compassionate Buddha. Grant your blessing that they may achieve omniscient Buddhahood. Accumulating negative karma from beginningless time due to aggression, sentient beings are born in the hells and experience suffering of hot and cold. May they be born in your present supreme deity. So we will recite a few rounds of Om Mani Padme Hum, so you can recite together. And here, in particularly, while reciting Om Mani Padme Hum, we visualize that Chenrezig have, heard the supplication we just met. Then, specifically, the radiance of lights and the nectar from compassionate Buddha, all the six realm sentient beings, but in particularly to the hell beings. In our understanding, how these hell beings came about. due to extensive, negative karma, being born in the hell realm, and suffering, immensely, many countless eons lives. So then express, a genuine sense of compassion from your heart. Then creating this condition, compassion Buddha Chenrezig, that which you have visualized on top of your crown and in the space, and also the crown of each and every single sentient being, emanate infinite light rays and the nectar, then bring about extensive purification of the karma and the suffering. And you visualize each and every single sentient being in the hell realm, elevated from there, and abide them in the state of compassionate Buddha. So, so we do this meditation at the same time, recite the mantra. Om mani padme hum, 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 Mani padme hum, Om mani padme hum, Om mani padme hum, Mani padme hum, Om mani padme hum, Om mani padme hum, Mani padme hum, Om mani padme hum, Om mani padme hum, Om mani padme hum, 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 Mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 Mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 Mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 Mani. Om mani padme. In order to accomplish effective conditional contribution of the conditional causes for the hell beings to free from the hell realm, generate full conviction in the ability of compassionate Buddha Chenrezig and the sincere, compassionate aspiration that you have expressed. Then, by the power of the mantra, the six-syllable mantra, which are direct antidote to the sixth realm existence. So, with all these interdependent causes, then you feel that without any doubt, you will, elevate the suffering of the hell realm, and feel, they are actualized the state of compassionate Buddha. So now we specifically do the practice in relation to purifying the karmic causes and the suffering of hungry ghosts. The hungry ghost realm very much came into existence by the negative karma, in particularly negative karma of miserliness. And the consequences, suffer immense of suffering of thirst and hunger for eons of lifetimes, in the ghost realm. So here, similar to earlier, through the generation of immense of radiation of lights, and the nectar, the stream of abundance of the healing nectar, travel to the hell realm and touches to each and every single hell realm, pacify their sufferings and the causes of suffering, and abide them into the state of compassionate Buddha Chenrezig's enlightenment. Then at the end of that, do the similar, the generation of the conviction with the three factors: the mantra, the compassion, the concentrated practice of compassion. Then the nectar, the lights that which you have transferred, in relation to the visualization from through Chenrezig. Om mani padme hum, 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 Om mani padme Om mani padme hum, 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 Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, Om mani padme hum, Om mani padme hum. Then now, specifically to this practice to purify the suffering of animal realm, specifically due to the specific karma, the karma of ignorant. Then the consequences, the suffering of dullness, stupidity. Yeah. As far as comes to visualization, we do the same way while reciting the mantra. Om mani padme hum, 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 Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 Omane beme, 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 omane beme. Omane beme, 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 omane beme. Omane beme, 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 omane beme. Omane beme, 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 omane beme. Omane beme. Then now do the similar visualization to specifically dedicating to heal the suffering of human beings. The suffering very much by the past negative karma mainly created through desire. Then the consequences, the suffering of birth, suffering of aging, sickness, and death. In particularly during this round of time that the humanity is suffering from this pandemic crisis, also to heal that and elevate all the humanity from these pandemic sicknesses, able to find the cure as soon as possible, and most of all, purify the entire samsaric existence and actualize the freedom from all, achieve the ultimate liberation in Chenrezig. Om mani padme hum, 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 Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, Om mani padme hum, Om mani padme hum, Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 Om mani padme hum. Then now we do the specific dedication of this practice to the demigod, especially the karmic result of jealousy, then the suffering of constant fear, aggression, of fighting, quarreling, etc. And liberate them. Om mani padme hum, 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 Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 Om mani padme hum. Then now dedicate this practice specifically to God realm, and the gods, especially due to the karma of egoic pride. Then the consequences of suffering of uh, the phasing, the exhaustions of the glories of the God and falling to the low realm. Yeah, so dedicate to free them. Om mani padme hum, om mani padme hum, om mani padme hum, 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 mani. Om mani padme hum, 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 mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 mani. Om mani padme hum, 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 mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 mani padme hum. So generate a strong conviction that all the 60 sentient beings are purified and actualized state of compassionate Buddha. The stronger the conviction that we develop, the greater the contribution of conditional causes for 60 sentient beings to be free from the entire oceans of samsara it causes ultimately. So then visualize yourself and each and every other sentient beings, expressing these prayers. Birth after birth, through all our lives, may we liberate beings of the impure realm by activity equal to yours, Avalokiteshvara. And may the supreme speech of your 6th syllable pervade the 10 directions. So now we will do another round of the recitations of Om Mani Padme Hum. But while doing this recitation, we visualize this. Noble and Supreme One, by the power of supplication to you, may beings be tamed by us practice karma and its result, and apply themselves to virtuous action. May they act in harmony with the Dharma for the benefit of living beings. Due to our supplicating one-pointedly in that way, light rays stream forth from the body of the noble one, purify impure karmic appearances and mistaken consciousness of self and the rest of the others. The outer world become the pure land of the Sukhavati. The body, speech, and the mind of the inhabitants within become the body, speech, and mind of the Avalokiteshvara. Then the appearances and the sound and awareness are inseparable from emptiness. So keeping that in meditation. So in another word, one should feel that the compassionate, with the immense of the power of the great compassion. So compassionate Buddha, that which we visualize in front, in the space and on top of our crown, dissolve into a light, and that light energy, dissolve within ourselves, and our body, speech, and mind become oneness with compassionate Buddha. Then because of the entire space is filled with the compassionate Buddha before, therefore entire universe turn blessed and turn into the Avalokiteshvara's pure land. Compassionate Buddha, Avalokiteshvara, oneself, also the outer existence, everything become one taste in the nature of emptiness. So keeping that in meditation, then recite the mantra. Om mani padme hum, 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 Om mani padme Om mani padme hum, mani padme hum, mani padme hum, mani padme hum, Om 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 mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 Om mani padme hum, Om mani padme hum, Om mani padme hum, Om mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum, 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 mani padme hum. Om mani padme hum. So now do the dedication. By this merit, may we, yourself and the rest of the family members and the rest of sentient beings, quickly accomplish our Lojong Chenrezig and establish every being without exception in the state of compassionate Buddha. By the merit of meditating and reciting in this way, may we and all sentient beings with whom we are connected, as soon as we have left behind this impure body, be miraculously born in Sukhavati. As soon as we are born there, may we traverse the 10 bhumis, actualize the 10 bhumis, and benefit others in the 10 directions through our emanations. By this merit, may all beings perfect the two accumulations of merit and wisdom, and achieve the two genuine kayas arising from the merit and wisdom. So then now do the short Sukhavati aspirational prayer. It's one of the main causes for us to be born in the Pure Land. Emaho, wondrous Buddha Amitabha on your right, and the Lord Great Compassionate One on your left, Bodhisattva, attainer of the great power, surrounded by the retinue of the countless Buddhas and Bodhisattva. In this Buddha field known as the Sukhavati of wonders, boundless joy and happiness, may we be born as soon as we depart from this life, not taking other rebirth in between, and see the face of Amitabha. May all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions grant their blessing so that our aspiration may be accomplished without obstructions. So try to express this meaning from the depth of your heart, sincerely, wholeheartedly, and feel confident that we met the aspiration. We have recited the most powerful mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum. We make a strong connection, through aspirations and visualizations of compassionate Buddha. And not only that, we have engaged in committing, immense of merit of method and merit of wisdom by engaging in the practice of, benefiting 60 lam sentient beings. So that's the way that we create so much causes. So without any doubt, when we transfer through this life, that we will definitely born in Amitabha Pure Land or Chenrezig Pure Land. Then from there, no return, ever travel towards the full enlightenment of compassionate Buddha. Okay, thank you. So I will just do short session going through the text. So this practice today specifically thought to do because of the eclipse, sun eclipse, which falls right now. You see, so we can accumulate immense of merit, taking advantage of that this special time. Yeah, so I will go through the text, the story of Atisha's voyage to Sumatra. So I won't go through detail, but just a few points. So it says, I, the monk, Dipankara Shirigana, was aboard to ship for 13 months, from India to Indonesia, in the search of the lineage master of Bodhicitta. So this illustrates the hardship, tremendous effort, in the pursuit of Dharma. It also illustrates the importance of the lineage blessing, not just knowledge, not just academic knowledge, or not just understanding the Dharma, but more than that is, receiving the unbroken transmission of lineage. These two very important factor in order to actualize the effect of the Dharma, the effect of spirituality, the result of practicing the Dharma. Without these two, even our brain is like a computer hard disk, hold all the scriptural knowledge of Dharma, cannot progress in the path, cannot actualize the realizations in the stages of the path. You see, then spiritual realizations no way can achieve with the lazy attitude. There's no quick way. There's no easy way. Even in our mundane life, worldly pursuit, which is beneficial for very short time, which is beneficial for only this life. But it require tremendous effort, isn't it? We all know, like earning money, studying, academic studies, getting degree, then finding job. After find a job, saving money, then fulfilling your financial goal, finding relationship, then cultivating relationship, then successfully accomplishing, the relationship, then maintaining, first is to physically and mentally grow, to survive in this worldly world. Then maintaining mental and physical health, even to secure essential temporary happiness. So much effort, requires so much hardship, so much effort. You see, so all this temporary worldly achievement require the investment of whole life. So much concentration, so much effort, so much skill. You see, so much help. Now, can you imagine the spiritual life, the spiritual journey, the spiritual result, that which is the benefit is beyond this life. The benefit for this life is for sure is great benefit, uncompatible to any of the material worldly gains that we can achieve. But if the benefit go beyond this life, numberless future lives, even it may take 3 countless eons to achieve the final goal. Every single the life receive immense of benefit of glorious body, inner peace, happy mind, full of wise wisdoms, skills, all the benefits, whatever we wish for, gradually, comes in our way through the cultivation of Dharma, through the practice of Dharma. You see, so then even the liberation from all the suffering, liberation from all the causes of suffering is byproduct of Dharma. Full enlightenment is byproduct of Dharma, nothing else, you see. And what we aspire the most is a full enlightenment, the perfection in all the qualities, perfection in compassion, perfection in wisdom, perfection in skills, perfection in benefiting yourself, like such as Dharmakaya, perfection in benefiting others, the Rupakayas. Everything is by product of Dharma. So when we pursue that Dharma without hardship, without gaining the spiritual, the mental inner blessing of transmission, is not possible. You see, so definitely require tremendous effort. So this is something that we have to keep in mind. You see, just by knowing so many scriptures and just doing a few years of retreat, not as simple as that to achieve the spiritual goal. You see, it's a life after life efforts, continuous efforts. Even in this life, dedicating full rest of our life. You see, at least 99%. So 1%, spend for the worldly, the ordinary needs as an ordinary human being. But then 99%, at least through our intention, have to put effort, great effort to make sure that invest our time and our life to the pursuit of the spiritual goal. You see, so from Lama Adisha's the hardship from there are tremendous hardship we already know, but this in particularly from this biography, from this story that we can learn. We can learn two very most important factor for our spiritual gain. You see, and historically in Tibet, in early time in India, during the 80 Mahasiddha's time, or during the Buddha's time, during the seven Pandits' time, most of them they really gain the realization in the paths and ground. They really achieve Arya beings, Bodhisattva bhumis, and actualize enlightenment. One after another. You see, many. You see, even in Tibet during the early Kadamba masters era, during Lama Tsongkhapa's the new Kadamba traditions era, you see, one after another. There are so many. Whoever pursue, genuine Dharma, you see, they achieve realization in the path. They achieve enlightenment within that very lifetime. And the main factor is the hardship that they put through, consistent hardship that they put through. But that hardship is with a joyous effort. You see, internally mind very happy, but physically time, if one ordinary person want to make a judgment of it, is tremendous hardship. It's as if there's no comfort at all. You see, so it requires immense of renunciation towards our worldly indulgement. Then immense of dedications of your body, speech, and mind into the cultivation of the Dharma, like that. Then another factor is always, you see, how learned you may be scripturally, but always make sure that you have the transmission of the Dharma. You see, even those special disciples who is not learned, but then as long as that you receive, you achieve unbroken pure transmission of the Dharma, and with a dedicated hardship in the practice, even those non-scholars, they achieve high realization in the path, or even full enlightenment within one lifetime. You see, so like that. In today's time, Dharma materials are available everywhere. Like just to open the Google, you almost can see entire 84,000 teaching there. You just open the YouTube, plenty of Dharma lectures, almost in all subjects. You see, but that is not sufficient. You see. Only extraordinary, exceptional cases that happened during Buddha's time, and it is happening now in relation to this pandemic crisis. Even then, those authorized gurus like His Holiness Dalai Lama, often have the ability to offer, those lineage transmissions even through online. And during Buddha's time, in such kind of special cases, Buddha sent a letter. Buddha sent a writing letter to transmit someone, of the Dharma because of their specific circumstances. So otherwise, we still have to put effort from our side to in person to receive those blessings, transmissions, and for that, immense of hardship may have to go through, and those hardships are in fact is one of the platform where we get to purify our negativities, where we get to accumulate a lot of merits, so that is the advantage, you see. So from Lama Atisha's story here, before he traveled to Indonesia to meet Lama Selingba, he already had 106 gurus. He's 106 gurus. He already relied on a great scholar and also a great practitioner like Dhammarashita, then Maitri Yogic, you see, Tenikarsa. Yeah, suddenly it didn't come in my mind. So, three main gurus that we have discussed before. Then there are so many other scholars that he have relied on, from on last class, we went through the another biography of Lama Atisha, in the pursuit of Vinaya precepts, in pursuit of Sutra teaching, in pursuit of Mayanic teaching, in pursuit of tantric initiation. He already has most qualified gurus already then, you see. But then the bodhicitta transmission, the transmission of the 7 causes and effect to develop bodhicitta, and as well as the transmission of the wisdom, altruism in wisdom. So he, Lama Selingba possessed that transmission through the lineage guru of Asanga, through the lineage guru all the way to the Buddha Maitreya, you see, and that lineage blessing is needed. You see, on top of the great scholar knowledge, scripture knowledge, then when you have that transmission, it's like a what do you call the like the seed, seed when moisture by a water, then sprouts, like that, you see. So so from here, so we can, we have to learn that, we need to put a lot of effort, when we do, there's just to receive teaching, tremendous effort that we need to put, and it is worthwhile to put, and it's a great benefit to put effort in that, in Tibet, the disciples, travel to pursue teachings, mostly by foot, and they overcome a rough climate of winter, snow, and months of walking. Then when they pursue the Dharma, the conditions are very, very rough, very poor, but then full of joyous effort. Then they receive the transmission. Then once they receive the transmission, then put immense of effort in cultivation of the Dharma, like that. So even cultivation of Dharma, the application of the Dharma in our day-to-day life. In order to do that, immense of effort, consistent effort in meditation, in the teaching, like like bodhicitta, emptiness, etc. Then those of practitioner of the tantra, it require immense of discipline, immense of effort, in receiving those initiations. Then after that, doing the commitment, daily, just to dedicate 3-4 hours of doing commitment is not easy. If every day, if we don't discipline ourselves, it's not easy. Not easy. The laziness and the distractions, so easy to intrude. You see, and to sustain the joyous effort in daily doing whole rest of our life is not easy. But we have to do. But if we do, there's the where we get the benefits of the Dharma through effort and the blessing that we already receive. You see, so then when we do retreat, it's not easy. Tremendous challenges, but then there's an immense of benefit. So we should do retreats. You see, like that. Otherwise, we expect everything very fast. Within one sessions of Dharma, think that we will be enlightened. There's not as simple as that. We are kind of in a great habitual impatientness. You see. So in the impatient towards the Dharma, then Dharma practice, then we cannot improve ourselves. Right? When we think of the Milarepa's life, Lama Atisha's own life, all the great Kadamba's life, tremendous hardship, efforts. Okay, then page 58. Now the Dakinis, Dharma protectors of the inner and outer mantra, arahats, and assembly of the heroes and heroine, wisdom deities, all of you who delight in the force of light. So this here, there's the importance of, in our spiritual journey, the importance of making supplication prayers, making supplication prayers, dedication prayers, aspirational prayers, and also asking help, requesting help from like a Dharma protectors, making Thoma offering to the Dharma protectors, then also making charity, like such as sur practices, Thoma offering to like landlords, Thoma offering charity to like the landlords and the predators, with the sur offering, etc. These are, you see, by doing so, if there are such gods and spirits and the nagas, landlords, may cause harm to us in our spiritual practice. Usually, there are a lot of such harms that comes in our way. It will prevent that by doing protector pujas, protector practices, etc. Protector supplications, and then purifying the broken samaya in relation to protector practices. Called gangsha. The gang is to fulfill the aspirations of the Dharma protectors. Shakpa is to purify if there's any impure energies that you created through the broken samayas, broken commitments, etc. So all this, so the protectors help to clear obstacle as well as help to gather the conducive helps to the progress of spiritual journey. Mm, mm. And sometimes we say we kind of, as long as I understand emptiness, I understand bodhicitta, I understand philosophy, then, all these rituals we think is like superstitious kind, it is also not right. Because if we don't understand, if we don't have the basis of understanding of bodhicitta emptiness, yes, it may become superstitious practice. But if we conduct these practices on the basic understanding of emptiness and bodhicitta, and these practices are very important practice, which all the past masters, Indian pandits, Tibetan great masters, and all this lineage guru, all the way up to the Buddha, they have conducted these practices, and they gained immense benefit. So this is, I thought that's something that we can learn. Then page 63. Immediately after crossing the great ocean, Atisha went to the site of the golden reliquary of the Tathagata built by the Tibetan king, where lived six meditator monks, students of the teacher Selingpa. This reliquary was located to the west of the forest of Sumatra, to the south of the joyful lotus, to the north of the dangerous mares, and to the east of the sea monster Kekeru. I spent 14 days there. Okay, so in this section, when you read earlier, the whole story. So whatever I'm reading here, just a reminder. You see, in Indonesia, usually when we say we go for pilgrimage, we think of like Tibet, Nepal, India. But as a Mayanic practitioner, in particularly according with our lineage guru, like Lama Atisha is one of our most important lineage guru to the development of the great practice, either to do with the philosophical study, or either to do with the Lamrim study, or either to do with the Lojong study. The whatever tradition that we have now came from Lama Atisha. You see, so Lama Atisha is one of our very important lineage guru. So then that naturally, makes Lama Silingba is one of very important our lineage guru. So in Indonesia, around Sumatra, there are so many amazing holy places. So when I was going through the text, I thought that it was in a group or individual level, we also good to go for pilgrimage to those sites in Indonesia. Then make a special practices, the accordance with what Lama Atisha cultivated and developed there, the realization in bodhicitta. A similar way, we can able to receive immense of benefit in that. So I thought to mention that. Then after that, I spent 14 days there acquiring after the liberating life story of the teacher Silingpa. I found out what spiritual practices and teacher undertook, his heart practice, and the scripture he accepted as authoritative, what treatise and system of thought that he had mastered, what scriptural knowledge and reasoning method that he embodied, what level of realization he had attained, and to what degree he had attained his mind. On all this point, I cautioned the meditator and explained these things to me without exaggeration or omission. Because of that, I experienced such a joy, and if I had attained Bodhisattva ground. So here, the main meaning that what we can learn is the importance of qualities of the guru, then the importance of the journey of finding qualified guru. Like how Lama Atisha examined, even though he heard about this amazing Guru Lama Silingpa, and he traveled all the way, the 13 months in a very rough journey, to Indonesia. But even after he reached there, he still investigate, before he commit himself to receive the transmission. He investigate thoroughly, until he gained the every aspect, the view, the attitude, the lineage, the philosophical, assertion, you see, everything. You see, everything. Then he commit himself finally to receive the transmission. Once he committed, then according, follow perfectly both in action and thoughts, like what explained in the Lamrim, like that. You see, so so therefore, we as a how to say, in a modern world, one thing is that we have this rushing kind of attitude, and the very unstable excitement, heard about guru, then very much judged based on the outer kind of appearances. If someone's sitting on a high throne, then you naturally kind of believing they're very high, they're very great, then you commit yourself. It's not necessarily that not necessarily who sits on the high throne or who carry glorious fame, not necessarily may have all the qualification of the guru that what Maitra have described, what Lama Atisha have learned, that which according with Lama Atisha's teaching, what Lama Tsongkhapa elaborated clearly in the Guru devotion section in the Lamrim. So we learn that, like a 10 special qualities of the Mahayanin Guru, 10 special qualities of the Vinaya Guru from whom you're going to receive the Vinaya vow, 10 special qualities of the Tantric Guru from whom you're going to receive initiation. All these qualification we learn, then we check carefully. Then finally, when we see that you can able to submit yourself completely, even the teacher even teacher happen to manifest as a street dog or manifest as someone that who may offend you in whatever way, that you still cannot be shaken your faith and conviction, seeing like a Buddha or seeing in Buddha, then you commit, you see. Like that. So I think from Lama Atisha's story that we can learn the importance of that. Then also the earlier more extensive, the story of Lama Atisha compiled by Geshe Domdemba, the hard disciple Lama Atisha. Then Geshe Domdemba's way of reliance to Lama Atisha is extremely inspiring, you see, extremely inspiring. And from there we can learn and we apply ourselves in relation to, that story in relation to our gurus, you see. So that those are the sources where we can able to receive immense of spiritual blessing of realization in our mental continuum. I, Atisha, had renounced my kingdom and sought a life of renounced. How I had relied on the countless teachers, how I had overseen countless monasteries, and how I had mastered great knowledge. So from here you can see, he have entered into associate with so many great monasteries. He had so many teachers, as mentioned before. 106 teachers before meeting Lama Selingpa. Now you see, all are great scholars, great pandits. You see, but then still, why he went to look for Lama Selingpa is because of the lineage, the unbroken lineage. You see, as far as concerned with this philosophical view, Lama Atisha and Lama Selingpa's philosophical view is actually lower than Lama Atisha. Lama Selingpa's philosophical view regarded as a Chittamatharan philosophical view, and Lama Atisha's philosophical view is regarded as a Pasangika Madhyamika philosophical view. But then the lineage, the Bodhicitta lineage, during that era, that no one surpassed from Lama Selingpa. That's the reason. So even when it comes to relying on the perfect guru for a lineage, even how great you may be, like Lama Atisha himself, he is held in the entire world as a second Buddha. He is venerated by all 52 learned pandits. He is praised by the followers of both great and lesser vehicle. He is known as universally as a great Indian master. He is regarded as the crown jewel of the Nalanda master. Crown jewels. Even having all this glorious, all this qualification, but when it comes to lineage blessing, then you put your hat to the feet of the master who have that blessing. Even though the philosophical view may be lower than you, but then you're able to see that guru as in Buddha and receive the benefit like that. Then page 65. Now with the loss of any mystery of his body, speech, and mind, he has arrived here. For 14 days, we engage with him in the conversation pertaining to Dharma. We develop deep admiration for him and feel content. Now to convey the main point, the great scholar has come to see you. He wishes to listen primarily to the mother perfection of wisdom scripture that giving birth to all the concurrence of the three time and generate this inspiring and engaging aspect of the mind of the supreme awakening, to train his mind in the Mayana and to immerse himself both day and night in the teacher's oceans like treatise. So out of great compassion, please open the door for him. So this is not only checking the guru's quality, but also here teaches the importance of the student's quality. The five qualities that Maitreya have described. Again, you can read that from Lamrim in the Guru devotion section. The qualities of the student. So just guru having quality, you cannot gain the full benefit of the Dharma. The student also need to have the quality, you see. Well-disciplined, wisdom, the mind of discriminate awareness, etc. You see, and compassionate, etc. So this basic qualification is needed. So student, so here is, we can learn that we too have to develop those qualities. So without that, even you meet Buddha live in front of you, also you cannot receive the maximum benefit because of the interdependent, the condition from your side is lacking. So that's why we also cannot, if something goes wrong, we cannot blame everything to the teacher. First of all, once you choose the qualified guru accordingly with what Lamrim have taught us, then we will never face difficulty in relation to guru devotion practice. We will never face, you see. But if we jump queue from the teaching, then just superficially rely on the guru is very danger. Not necessarily the guru's fault. Guru has really fault, but our own delusion may project sin in the mirror of the guru's body, speech, and mind, you see. So guru is like a mirror, then our own faults of body, speech, and mind may reflect from there. So those dangers may arise. But in order not to have that, then the student need to have the qualifications, qualities, to be able to understand whenever inconvenience arises in relation to guru, or misunderstanding or impure views arises, then we need to have the ability to differentiate whether this is coming from, whether this is a reflection of my own faults or not. Otherwise, as an ordinary being, that we may blame the other side. Then when we break the commitment of the Guru Yoga practice, then that is one of the heaviest karma. But if you establish purely, that is one of the most powerful virtue. Most it serves as a root of the path. Foundation of all the good qualities up to enlightenment, like that. Then page 67. Since I had made sure that we all possess complete higher qualities, beginning with the ethical discipline of individual liberation, it was as if all our hearts were one and the same. We shared the same view and conduct, and everyone was a student following in my footsteps, unable to bear the majesty. Okay, so you see, so this section, another very important factors to gain the maximum benefit of the Dharma, which is the harmonious among the disciple. That is another most important ground or the factor needed, to Guru to fully grant the blessing to us, and from our side to receive the full benefit of the blessing of the Dharma. Otherwise, we will have a trouble of first thing is understanding the Dharma. Second thing is even understand. We have great challenges to gain the wisdom of analysis. Then great challenges to pursue in meditation. Great challenges to gain the wisdom of meditation, the realization. You see, so the harmonious. You see, so whoever go to receive a teaching from that guru, all the listeners, all the students, one of the most important factor is everyone's heart has to be harmony. Harmony here meaning harmony in precepts. Everyone holding pure precepts. Whatever precept that you receive as a monastic vows, as refuge vows, Buddhist vows, tantric vows, or the 10 virtues ethics. 10 virtues ethics. Everyone has a pure of that. Then it's a harmonious environment. Harmonious student. Then not only that, even conventionally, harmony among each other in their language, in their speech, in their thinking. Everyone viewing as a Vajra brother sister, or Dharma brother sister, or spiritual brother sister, or spiritual family. You see, or the child of the same lineage, the Shakyamuni Buddha, the child or the family of the same lineage, the Vajra Guru, the Guru from whom that we are receiving the teaching. You see, like that. Then Tangnam, everyone, everyone only find the qualities in each other. Never focusing and finding faults in each other. Always looking for qualities in each other. The qualities of the basic human qualities of spiritual practices, qualities of the Guru's blessing, the Buddha's blessing, the Dharma infusions, etc. You see, or look at each other through compassion. You see, even though the other Dharma brother sister may be acting, falsely, negatively, but from your side, looking at them with a compassionate eye, and caring for them, and taking along them in the same path. So then, you see, so this is the way to harmonize. So this harmonious, you see, then the pure view in the Guru, when you already pursuing the Dharma lineage, that means you already establish, like, let's say if you are receiving the vow, that means you already confirm, committed this person going to be your guru, your preceptor. If you're already committed to, already in the initiation ground, then you already committed. You see, then you're receiving oral transmissions or commentaries. In regard of that person as your spiritual inspiration or teacher, then you already have submitted. You see, so that means that once you are there, then you have to cultivate this harmonious environment, which is one of the most important factor, like that. Is this is not something that you go and check it out whether my fellow Dharma brothers, sisters are carrying that harmonious environment or not. It's very much about individually taking in charge of your own mind and conduct, how pure you are when you present yourself for the pursuit of the Dharma. So each and everyone start to take that responsibility. Then whatever Dharma that we receive in that platform, everyone receive the genuine blessing and maximum benefits. Otherwise, it become obstacle. It become obstacle. Firstly, obstacle to you, and secondly, you also like kind of contaminate the purity of the others. You see, so this is something very important. Then sealing, but then perform consecration that caused me later to become reverted by all Indian and Tibetans. At that time, I feel a precious jewel vase, one with a large body, firm flat base, and long neck, and spot protruding from its mouth, with gold, silver, pearl, coral, lapis lazuli, and offering vase to the teacher. Everyone else each offer a gold coin. So here, another important practice is, when we meet gurus, when we go to see gurus, when we go to receive teachings, we never go empty-handed. Even in the material form, that whatever you can effort, guru is one of the most powerful object to make offerings. From whom that you inspire Dharma, making offerings. Guru is regarded one of the most powerful. If you offer to the guru, it's like offering to all the Buddhas and all the Bodhisattvas. You see, so like that. Then offering here, not just in the material form, in like offering of veneration. You see, when you go to receive teaching, you do prostrations, and physically much gesture of respect. You see, then in sitting, is from sincere heart, you put the guru on as high stages of cushion as possible, and from your side try to sit as low as possible. Is like that. It's not guru want to be like that way, but we have to treat like that way in order for us to accumulate merit. You see, and as humble as possible. When you speak, as gentle as possible. As physical gesture, then our heart, of course, seeing that guru as a Buddha, isn't it? And that's the greatest veneration, like that. Then even it can be just one piece of flower, you offer, or one piece, or just a simple gesture of a genuine sense of delightfulness, the smile, when you look into the guru, when you eye contact with the guru, just offer genuine sense of delight. These are also offering, you see. Then if you have a kata, auspicious, katas or anything, anything, that's unlimited, limitless, offerings that, like that. Then most of all, before, during, and after, you offer the discipline in the practice of the Dharma that you receive from the guru. The consistent dedicated, joyous effort, practice in the practices. Then of course, the most supreme offering is the gaining realization in the path. That is the supreme offering to the Guru. Whether Guru physically, there or not, Guru's omniscience is always seeing us. You see, so so like that. So here, we can learn the importance, importance of making offerings through our body, speech, and mind to the Gurus, like that. Then page 69, I believe that to please the Supreme Being is to act according with the Dharma. So there, you see, Lama Selingpa expressed that because there's a when Lama Atisha was waiting, to have audience with Lama Selingpa, then there's a period that Lama Selingpa was busy with, other Dharma activities. So because of, knowing that Lama Atisha also are very highly scholar and, well respected, comes with, so many other students together. Of course, there should be some gesture of, respect, reciprocal respect, isn't it? But because of Lama Selingpa was busy, conducting other Dharma teachings, then he expressed that, anyway, I think I didn't offend you because I was conducting Dharma practices, and that is this, sublime conduct, which pleases Buddhas, Gurus, and the pure pursuer of the Dharma. You see, so from here we can learn, as long as we are genuinely practicing Dharma, that's the supreme offerings. When I hear this word, I admire him. I felt that it was an amazing expression of greatness of the teacher Selingpa and his teaching. Then, as a groundwork had been well laid, indicating the immensity of the interdependent factor that lead to this auspicious occasion. The teacher gave a clear elucidation of the 15 stations of the ornament of clear realization. So whatever events that occur up to now, all these are accumulating auspicious condition to actualize the Dharma perfectly. You see, gathering the qualities of the Guru, gathering the qualities of the disciple, then all the other the major importance that we expressed before. All these are gathering of auspiciousness. You see, so in order to the Guru to reveal the Dharma, especially from the student side, it is important to gather the auspicious conducive condition or conducive platform. And that is the way that the Guru or the Buddha revealed the Dharma. Then that receive the blessing effectively, like that. You see, so the right place, right disciples, right time, and right teacher. These are the the important auspicious factors. To receive the transmission, like that. Then he does perfectly confer this teaching upon me. Following this, I set up a residence in the place of the silver parasol and spend my time pursuing study, reflection, and meditation. So here, you see, another important thing is that not just receiving it, that you need to, practice, and get into a, dedicated practice. You see, many like myself, receive many teaching but never practice. Gather so many books, run here and there to receive so many teachings, but then never dedicate time to sit down and reflect and practice. So Lama Atisha here, immediately, as far as concerned with the knowledge, there's no limitation in him. So he received the transmission, then now he tried to meditate on it. So he have stayed about 12 months in Indonesia, to under the advice of Lama Selimba. If he wished to gain the realization, then he should, conduct extensive practices about 12 months. So Lama Selimba, Lama Atisha remained like that, in retreat, in practices. Then after that, he traveled back to India, then to travel to Tibet, you see. I remember my late guru, at the age of 11, he started to receive the commentaries and teachings, and also start to receive initiation. So he received Yametaga initiation, then after that received Vajrayana initiation. So he traveled, months from his place to the Labrang of the Lama. Then the moment he received the initiation, immediately, he requests, this little 11 years old boy request, please help, give me empty space where I can do the commitment retreat. Then the Labrang, the manager, they asked, why you're asking? You go back to Sarah and do retreat there. He says it will take many days to reach back to Sarah. I don't want to lose the purity of the purity of the lineage, because I freshly received today, now very fresh in my continuum, and I want to conduct and fulfill without any kind of limitation comes in, my practice. So therefore, I want to at least complete my commitment retreat, starting from the day he received the initiation, So he also has this habit of, whenever he received any commentary, like teaching on Lamrim, there's one guru that from whom he received about 11 times of the same Lamrim teaching. And each time he received the Lamrim teaching, then he conducted a retreat. And that was since young age, like that, you see. So you can see from Lama Atisha's story here, after receiving teaching, we have to, if possible, immediately. If not, at least within that 1-2 day, we have to, digest within our mental continuum in relation to our conduct of body, speech, and mind. Otherwise, a lot of information, but then not much transformation that happens in our mental continuum. These are the way of the the great Katama masters, pursuing the Dharma. So due to that, that's why they able to achieve enlightenment one lifetime. You see. Then the most excellent is the glorious oceans of the wonder. Bless me so that I may train in the awakening mind for all. Bless me so that I may free the numberless being from samsara. Bless me so that the renunciation and revolution towards samsara arise in me. Born from royal lineage. Okay, so here is the from here, whatever practice you do, at the end of the day, you dedicate that as a cause to offer service to the numberless sentient beings, so like that. Okay, so I stop here. Yeah, so the next session, we will go through the root line of the Mayana mind training. Okay, so today I stop here. Thank you very much. But at least we're able to remain in this session, throughout the entire the period of the sun eclipse that started, 2 hours ago, something like that. So for that reason, and I hope that I didn't waste your time or use too much of your precious time by me going through this, what do you call it, unorganized kind of session. So, yeah, so thank you very much. And we do a short dedication. Anyway, we have already done the dedication according to the Chenrezig practice. So here, just briefly, like what Shantideva would dedicate, like the Bodhisattva, Chenrezig, Manjushri, and Samadhi, how they dedicate whenever they accumulate merit, we too dedicate the same way. Whatever merit we accumulated from this session, we dedicate in that. In short, whatever merit ourselves and others accumulated, be the complete cause for temporary happiness up to the ultimate happiness of full enlightenment for yourself, family members, and rest of the numberless sentient beings. Then especially dedicate, may this accumulation of merit be complete cause to eradicate the suffering of pandemic that is going around in the world. Especially dedicate to those who are suffering now, and also dedicate to those whose loved ones have lost during this period of time. And also dedicate to those people who are in the front line and those who are in the danger zone, for them to gain protection. Dedicate to actualize the medicine, vaccine, cure as soon as possible. Then most importantly, when we go back to the normality of our life, may each and every one of humans, like us, transform into a better person. Equipping with full of compassion, understanding, respect. Then we do short dedication in emptiness, the dedicate ourselves, the merit, the substance, then the object that we dedicated. Everything lies in the nature of lack of inherent existence. Everything arises with the dependent rising causes and conditions. Therefore, our prayers, our aspirations, our practices, everything, since it's being, conditional causes, they all will be fruition, when the interdependent complete karma is accomplished. And rejoice. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Take care. Yes. Yeah, today I apologize at the beginning, just is my problem. I'm very bad in computer, so it got some time for me to get in. And maybe time to time such thing may appear in future because I have no confidence in computer things. So anytime such kind of interruption happens from your side, you just accumulate Om Mani Padme Hum. Okay, you just recite Om Mani Padme Hum, meditate on loving kindness, compassion, emptiness. Even in case that I totally don't appear, also your time is not wasted and fulfilled. Okay, so thank you very much. Take care, stay safe, and be happy. Bye bye.